Alright, so we got a Guilty Gear Strive beta access round 2 coming this weekend, and we now have 15 playable characters this time around, with the inclusion of Anji the Silverback Gorilla Mito and your favorite old boss Ino. Or maybe she's not your favorite old boss, but she's an old boss. So before we get into further beta round 2 discussion, let's take a look at the Anji trailer really quick and kind of see what guerrilla tactics he's working with. Alright, so let's check out this trailer. Right. Let's check out this starter guide from my boy Anji Mito.
Anji can approach the opponent using moves that parry their attacks, take advantage of his unique offense, and control the pace of the match. Shitsu,
Gorilla.
a slow-moving butterfly projectile that travels forward. It will float up on contact with the opponent, changing its trajectory. Due to its slow startup, it is best used when you have the advantage. Suigetsu no Hakobi. Anji moves forward while avoiding the opponent's attacks. The distance Anji travels increases the longer you hold the button down. If you parry a heavy attack with this, you can attack the opponent while they recover. Fujin, an attack where Anji strikes forward. It can be followed up with various follow-up moves on hit or block.
Gorilla.
By holding the button, Anji will move
Gorilla
forward
punch.
before attacking. Similar to Suigetsu no Hakobi, Anji can dodge incoming attacks when he's moving forward. Holding the button down until the end of the move boosts its attack properties.
Make it invincible.
Ichichiki, a follow-up to Fujin where Anji jumps up and launches a projectile towards the ground. The startup may be slow, but it creates an opportunity to approach the opponent once out. Try using this against opponents who are watching for Nagiha or Rin. Isoku Tobi,
Nasty combo.
a follow-up to Fujin where Anji leaps forward.
Fake
Use this move
out.
to take the opponent by surprise when they are concentrated on blocking.
Because he's got so much damn mix, so many
Nagiha,
options out of his
a
records.
follow-up to Fujin where Anji performs a low sweep with a small opening.
Look at this.
It is a low attack that cannot be blocked while standing. Its quick startup allows it to combo off a hit from Fujin.
He has records off of these smashing ass armored attacks.
Where Anji performs an overhead attack that knocks the opponent down on hit. The opponent will not be able to block the move while crouching. You can keep your opponent
Overhead,
by
low,
following up the Fujin with either
pump
Nagiha
fake,
or Rin. Ko,
jump, air projectile.
an attack Anji
Ridiculous.
performs while leaping upward. By holding the button, Anji will move forward
Goofy
before
looking
attacking.
DP.
Similar to Suigetsu no Hakobi, Anji can
The
dodge
boy
incoming
can
attacks
fake
when
out
he is moving
everything.
forward.
All of them if he
Holding the
holds it.
button down
He's
until the end of the move boosts its attack properties.
gorilla.
This attack doesn't hit grounded opponents, so use it as an anti-air or in combos.
Nice DP.
Issei Ogi Sai,
Nice.
a move where Anji releases a large fan-shaped projectile that sweeps the area.
This
in
crazy
front
ass
of it.
super. Oh my god.
When this move connects, projectile will
You
knock
combo
the
into
opponent
that?
far away
Oh,
on
yeah.
the final hit.
Yeah, look at this.
It will also cause an area shift on hit in the corner. Kachou Fu Getsu Kai. Anji performs a counter attack that reacts to an attack from the opponent.
That's kind of supers I never
The move
get
is
to use.
invincible during the startup, and its property changes if the opponent is close to Anji when the
I don't
counter
have the
attack
brain
lands,
to remember to do those
dealing
kind of
massive
supers.
damage. It will also cause an area shift on hit in the corner.
I'm working on it with Enkidu.
Anji can approach the opponent while evading their offense by timing Suigetsu no Hakobi with their attacks.
Look at this pressure.
If he parries a heavy attack, Anji
God.
can punish the opponent with an attack of his own.
Most pressureful
Once
gorilla.
you have the opponent locked down with his poke, standing far slash, and Suigetsu no Hakobi, try mixing them up.
Why
with
he's just
follow-up attacks
mutting
from
my boy?
Fujin.
Zatu
After
like that. Come
scoring a
on.
knockdown, take the chance to launch a powerful offense
Look
with
at this.
Shitsu.
We got
Thank
some
you for
beautiful
watching.
records. Ooh, Alright. So, as you can see, OG top gorilla. Gorilla number 1. Public enemy gorilla number 1. He's the character that introduced me to gorilla characters in fighting games. He was the first character that, when I checked out Plus R, he was so ridiculous in that game. He was fun to mess around with. I really didn't play too much of that game. When I did play Anji, it's just his records and his options, his mix is just right up my alley. He's gonna definitely be one of the main people I play in the beta. He's gonna be probably the first person I mean, I'm gonna check out play. I say check out, but I really already played everybody in the last beta. At least a small amount of time. I played a little bit of everybody in the beta, but Anji's gonna be probably my first main pick. Then I will be probably going back to Zato and my boy Nagoriyuki, because they had the most interesting movesets to me. Zato, I can't play Zato in Rev 2. He's more complex. I don't have the brain cells for it, but I was kind of getting the understanding of him in the Stride beta in the small amount of time that I played him, because I really only played him like the last day of the beta. He's definitely a character I'm more interested in. I'm really hoping that Nagoriyuki gets some type of buffs in this character balance adjustments that they're talking about. Let's talk about some of the beta changes that we have, because Arc System Works released a little beta round 2 article going over some of the beta changes. So thankfully the first thing that they even brought up is they're changing the lobbies, because everybody had issues with the lobbies. The lobbies were really laggy and glitchy, and you just got like teleported everywhere and stuck, and it was a mess. So we're going back to the old school Exard BBCF joints with the dual stations, where it's just y'all walk up, boom, it's a station, 2 people, you walk up, doom. I think they had this in did they have that in BB Tag too? I know Arc System uses it in a lot of their online games and their lobbies, but you got the little station, boom, you walk up and wait, boom, for an opponent, then another person comes up. Like I'll pull a clip up from the article to show what it's supposed to look like, the changes. We definitely got that should cut back the lobby glitching. If not, get rid of it. It's probably not going to be completely without big glitches and issues. It's still a beta, but we should see an improvement on that. Now we have the rematch setup like Rev 2 and what they implemented in Fighter Z recently, where it's like a 2 out of 3 when you're playing ranked. So you could rematch, you win, you rematch, they win, you guys rematch to break the tie, boom. Or if you're in open park, which I guess is just gonna be like player matches, casual matches. In open park, you can just rematch as many times as you guys want. So you could run into somebody in open park. Oh, boom, this is a good matchup. This is, I like to get my Zato mudded by Potemkin, or I want to play Zato against Axel and just go through hell. So, I run into an Axel player in open park and we play like 10-15 matches, just getting some matchup working. So that's gonna be pretty cool. We also got like a whole new revamp of everything with aerials and anti-airs and aerial attacks and everything. So everything aerial now, aerial attacks, double jumps, air dashes, all of that has added landing recovery now. So you ain't just getting off with free air dash and land into a crazy combo. You got a little landing recovery now. You do an air attack, you got a little landing recovery. You gotta be careful now. You block in the air. If you get hit in the air and you block an attack, you have added recovery from the block. Basically, in the first Drive beta, everything in the air was free. It was kind of really almost Melty Bloodish with the way like jump ins and instant air dashes, where it was just like everybody was just jumping and air dashing, punishing the shit out of people with like instant overhead, like instant air dash, aerials. Gameplay was kind of crazy, and 6P or 4P anti-airs weren't really too great or working too great for a lot of characters, so revamped the whole thing. So now 6P, the command normal, everybody has a universal command normal. That's an anti-air. Forward punch. It's now been adjusted for everybody, so now it's got an extended hitbox upwards and a decreased hurt box, so it should more effectively catch jump-ins, punish jump-ins. But we'll see how it's working, because I don't think we've seen footage of it yet. It's just something that we've been told of, but we'll see how drastic of a change it is. We got balance adjustments through the cast, so there's going to be changes from the last beta, and then even from this beta to when the game releases next month, there's still going to be changes. Like, it's still going to probably have patch notes when it drops. It's going to be different from now. There's going to be changes made from this beta to the game, but we'll at least see the changes from the last beta to this. That's basically what we got as far as information for the beta round 2 update, like the notes about it. It was almost released kind of like patch notes. So that's basically majority of the information we got. So as far as the 2 new characters, I'm gonna try out Ino too. I said I was mainly gonna be focusing on Anji, Zato, Nagoryuki, but I'm gonna try out Ino because I didn't really give her much of a shot in Rev 2, and she kind of is looking a little crazy in this game too. So I may try out see if I like it. If not, I'll just go back to the Silverback or Zato or Nagoryuki. Like I said, if Nagoryuki, if he can really get some type of buffs or changes to his blood meter, the way he gets it, the way he dies by going into blood rage and kills himself almost 60% of his health, like hopefully we get some kind of changes with that. He was one of the most interesting characters to me in the beta, but he just also seemed like the weakest as far as like he had a lot of cons to his moveset, to everything. Like all of his supers take blood meter, then the blood meter puts you in berserk mode, and it's just like you get punished if you don't just throw your super ASAP. So I kind of want to see a little change to that, like maybe not 60% health, maybe like 30 or 40. Like come on, it's a little OD, like something. Or maybe give him an air dash. A boy he can't run, you can't air dash, like he's really just another Potemkin. But then the dash on the ground, command dash he has, uses his blood meter. Okay, then just raise his blood meter a little, like instead of 6, maybe 8 or 9 or 10, like it's a little OD. You can't do too much. So if he gets those changes, that'll definitely be great. I'll definitely be playing a lot more of him. But regardless, I'm gonna check out both of the new characters, even though I've played them in other games. Check them out again, and I definitely want to get more Roman cancel working, like across the board. I really didn't like lay too much with the Roman cancels, use them too much, like really bring them into matches too much. I was not using them as much as I should have, and meter gain is supposed to be kind of changed too. They talked about using Roman cancels a little bit more, so maybe we'll get meter a little easier and be able to use them more, which would be cool. So I definitely want to work on them, using them in different scenarios. But that's basically what I'm looking forward to beta. We got 4 days of the beta from Thursday to Monday over here in East Coast US. I probably won't get much of the footage up until the beta's over, but I'll definitely have a bunch of videos coming out on second round of the beta, kind of talking about some differences and things like that, characters, all the changes. But check back for some of that if you're interested in it. That's all I'm gonna have on this for today, guys. Appreciate you guys watching. Thanks for stopping by. Catch you guys next time.